Yo, what's up guys? My name is GLOCO and today I'll be making a very quick video. Alright, so let's make this quick. What? Okay, so a few hours from now, I'll be flying to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in order to attend the first ever Southeast Asian PlayStation Experience 2017, or more known as PSX 2017, guys. Actually, I'm really lucky, guys, because PlayStation Asia themselves is flying me to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So for those of you guys who don't know what PlayStation Experience is, it's basically a very big convention exclusively for PlayStation stuff. Alright guys, so this is where the upcoming games for the PS4 will be released, or PS Vita games, PSVR, everything. You remember E3? There were some games there that were just hinted, but they were not really shown in E3. So some of those PS4 games might be released here, or I mean like they might release a trailer or something, or get announced, or a release date or something here in PSX 2017. So I'm really excited. So I'm placing my hopes up for maybe a trailer of, or another release date, or another trailer for Death Stranding, or maybe The Last of Us 2 or something like that. God, there's just so many things that you can expect in that era. Oh my god, I haven't packed yet. I haven't packed my bags. I am supposed to fly there at around 7:30 a.m. So that's around, it's already 9:36 p.m. right now. So fuck, I only have 6 hours left. I haven't packed. My laundry is wet. I don't know, and I have to release this video and edit it as well. God! Actually, guys, I made a list. If you go to the website of the PlayStation Experience 2017 page, you'll see a list of the activities there and the lineup, the game lineup, or what games are going to be exhibited. So I list down some of the games that I'm really looking forward to try. So first off is Ni no Kuni 2. Okay, it's the sequel, or something like that. Well, if you guys are familiar with Ni no Kuni, it's a game developed by Studio Ghibli. Not really, probably the art style, but still, it's a really awesome game. Ni no Kuni 1 was one of my favorite games in the PS3. If there's one way for me to describe it, it's probably the best Pokemon game that never was. Okay, so I mean, seriously, the gameplay back in Ni no Kuni 1 was probably what every Pokemon player or Pokemon gamer would want for a Pokemon game. Okay, so they were familiars and stuff like the plot, the storyline was really great, and it was something that anyone can enjoy, even kids actually. So it was really awesome. I spent hours and hours of playing that game while I was in college. So right now for Ni no Kuni 2, I think there are lots of changes. One of the important things that they removed the familiars. So instead of the Pokemon trainer commanding the Pokemons to attack the other Pokemons, it's more of like the Pokemon trainer is the one attacking the monsters now. So something like that. And as far as I know, according to the developers, it's the world, or the universe of Ni no Kuni 2 is completely different from Ni no Kuni 1. So Oliver and Mr. Drippy, they did not exist in Ni no Kuni 2 or something like that. It's a whole complete, it's kind of like an OVA. I'm not really sure. So some people are kind of disappointed about that, but still, it's Ni no Kuni 2. I am really hyped up for it. New story, new characters. We'll see, guys. Now, another game I'm looking forward to is Detroit Become Human. Now, I think most of you guys have probably seen the trailer in E3. You've seen it, guys. It's kind of like Heavy Rain or something like that. You know, you make choices, you make really important choices, and it does a butterfly effect and affects the whole freaking story as you progress. So the story right now in Detroit Become Human, according to the trailer, is there are some androids, and these androids or this AI humanoids are now self-aware of things, and they're making a rebellion or something. I'm not sure. So they were in the trailer. You'll see them trying to they were trying to help their fellow android escape. So it's kind of like, if you know the anime Chobits, it's kind of like that. There are AI humanoids who are slaves to some humans or to society, and now some rogue AI humanoids are now on the move to make a revolution or something like that. So it's pretty cool. I've always wanted to play one of those kind of games. I've never played Heavy Rain. I've never played what do you call this? Other game. What? Forgot the other game. Okay, I remember now. Beyond Two Souls, Until Dawn. Those kind of games, you'll probably get it. So it's one of those games I'm really looking forward to because I've never played a game like that. So maybe it's something that I can showcase in my channel if it really gets released. Yay! Yeah. God, how many cups of coffee did I drink? Next one is Stifled. Now this is a horror thriller game. Stifled, it's been going on the rounds in Steam Greenlight for a couple of times now, but it's now coming up for the PS4 because of the PSVR thing. So it's a first-person type of game, thriller game. So it's basically the gameplay is where it's giving the player a perspective of being blind. So most of the time you're walking down a really pitch dark area, and the only way you can make out where you're going is to make noise. So you have a mic, or you throw a stone, or follow the sounds and stuff like that. It ripples out from your body and produces some kind of grid or distortion, making an outline of all the objects and things around you or something like that. So it's a pretty cool concept. Now what's worse is that not only are you supposed to navigate through the dark, but you have to also escape or stealthily keep away from the monsters that are supposedly trying to find you in the dark as well. So they're blind as fuck too. I don't know. Another game is The Impatient. Now, we're not sure if this is a horror, but I'm definitely sure it's a thriller. So, we saw the trailer in E3. It was just a really short thriller showing some kind of an asylum and something like that. It gives me the vibe of Outlast, but without the monsters. Who knows? We're still not sure about it. The trailer was really vague. So it just shows the patient going through the asylum, and he's having some weird visions and stuff, distorted memories and all that stuff, and then the image of the psychiatrist or the therapist doing some creepy stuff. And so pretty much the trailer gives off the impression of like an Outlast-esque type of game. So I'm not sure about that, but I'm looking forward to trying it out in PSX. Alright, for the Final Fantasy fans, Dissidia, the new Dissidia. I think it's Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. I don't know what NT means. So I've never played a Dissidia game before. Never played it, but I've always watched people play it because it's really awesome. It's like a Naruto Shippuden type of, or Ninja Storm type of things, but with Final Fantasy characters. So imagine like the gameplay of Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy 15 infused in a 1v1, or I don't know how many players you can fight with in one round or in one arena, but it's really fun. I think it's out in arcades in Japan right now, and people are really psyched up for it. So it's another competitor for all those fighting games out there. So really itching to get my hands on it and then probably use Lightning, or maybe they should add 2B, but she's not from Final Fantasy. But she's still a Square Enix game, but still, god, she would kick ass though. Now, another Final Fantasy game I'm looking forward to. Well, not really looking forward to, but I'm really intrigued as to how it's gonna work. Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy 15. So it's basically PSVR. You're given the first-person perspective of Noctis or whoever, or you're an unknown companion of Noctis and the gang. And what you do is you fish. Yep. You fish. You cast a line, you fish, you reel it in, and then that's it. Now guys, I know it will probably not appeal to most of you guys, but for me, I am a huge fishing fanatic. Like, I would play fishing games all day. Like, I think I remember in Final Fantasy 15, I think most of the time in Final Fantasy 15 was me spending time fishing. Yeah, I just fish and fish, trying to collect all the fishes in all the freaking, what do you call this, all the ponds and stuff like that. So, like, fuck the storyline and all that stuff. I will fish. Not only do you fish, but you get to spend quality time in first-person view with Noctis and the gang. So it's basically boy band camping simulator, according to some people. So yeah. So other than fishing and camping with Noctis, I think the main goal of this game is to catch the biggest fish in the river or something. That's why it's called Monster of the Deep. I don't know if we're gonna fight them or something like that, but it's probably one of the hardest fish to catch, and you're gonna enjoy it in PSVR. So that's pretty much for fishing fanatics like me. Alright guys, and last but not the least, Far Cry 5. Guys, I've never played a Far Cry game before, sadly. Far Cry 3 was good, Far Cry 4 was awesome. I don't know why I didn't play it. Maybe I didn't have the time to play it. God, I haven't even touched Persona 5. Persona 5 is still here. I haven't even touched it yet. God, see, it's so many games, so little time. But yeah, again, Far Cry 5 is probably the only Ubisoft game I'm looking forward to in PSX. Assassin's Creed, the new one, not so much. Like, it didn't really appeal to me anymore for many reasons. But Far Cry 5 looks awesome. It's kind of like the sequel of... not really a sequel, but it gives off the vibe of a more modern Outlast 2, if that makes sense. Okay, it's more of like another cult is trying to establish some kind of dominance in a certain area in America or something like that. I'm not even sure why, how like the government didn't even make any kind of action towards or against that cult for wreaking havoc on that town. But it's pretty cool. Far Cry games usually have really complex plots and stuff like that. But I think a lot of people will agree that Far Cry 3 was probably one of the best. Okay, I just watched someone play it because I didn't have the time to play it myself. Now for the games I'm not really looking forward to, but it is included in the exhibit or in the convention itself, is Bravo Team. It's a first-person VR cover shooter. Okay, Everybody's Golf. This looks like fun for the family or something like that. It reminds me of Hot Shots Golf or something. And then another one is Gran Turismo Sport for all those car junkies out there. Is Gran Turismo still a thing? Like, I think Need for Speed is better. I'm not really sure. Okay, it's just Gran Turismo Sport. All right, there you go. Knack 2. Never played Knack 1. Didn't even know there was someone. Okay. And then another one is Matterfall. It's a side-scrolling shooter. Well, it's really... Side-scrolling shooters are really popular for the PS4. And I wonder why. It doesn't really appeal to me though. But hey, I think a lot of you guys find that interesting. Next is No Heroes Allowed. It's a puzzle strategy VR game. It kind of reminds me like a tabletop, a Yu-Gi-Oh-esque type of game. Okay. Another one is Dragonball Fighters Z. Now, a lot of people, surprisingly, are really looking forward to this. Now, well, like I said, I am more of a fan of fighting games like with the gameplay style of Naruto Ninja Storm or what do you call this? Dissidia. But Dragon Ball Fighter Z is more of like a fight ring but side-scrolling 2D type of game, and a lot of people are really hyped up for it. For some reason, the 2D style of animation and art really appeals to a lot of players and a lot of the fan base of Dragon Ball Z. So I think it's because it just feels more like the anime itself, the anime that we all know and love. So 2D animation may be the way to go for this. We'll see. All right. Another one is Taiko no Tatsujin. Oh god, I've always wanted to try Taiko Master, Taiko no Tatsujin. So it's coming out for the PS4. It's a music rhythm game. You know, I think you've seen this in arcades before, like, you know, you taiko drum and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of videos where a lot of awesome people do it and tap really fast. I don't know how they do it. So I think I'll have a go at this during the exhibit. We'll see. Another fighting game being revamped is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So I think, yeah, it's not really something I'm looking forward to, but I remember playing the first Marvel vs. Capcoms during the PS1 days. So they were really fun. It's really nice seeing your favorite Capcom characters go at it again with the X-Men, the Marvel characters and stuff like that. Now I don't know the lineup here, but it's pretty much seeing the Avengers in this installment. Iron Man is always there, but other than that, I'm not really sure. I haven't really researched about Marvel vs. Capcom, but I think a lot of you guys are really pumped up for this game. So, and last but not the least, FIFA 18. Yeah, not really a football player anymore. And that's pretty much what you'll expect in PlayStation Experience 2017 this coming August 5 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in the Live at Life Center. Oh wow. This was supposed to be a quick video, but look at me. I was just talking about those games that I'm really looking forward to. God damn, the passion. If it's still not obvious, guys, I'm a really solid PlayStation fanboy, so yeah. So how about you guys? What PlayStation title are you expecting or looking forward to this year? I really want to know, guys, okay? As for me, I'm just really looking forward to an announcement for Death Stranding or The Last of Us 2, and maybe something, more details about Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know, God, I'm just really excited for this. Again, thank you so much to PlayStation Asia for giving me this opportunity. I'll be seeing you guys there in Malaysia itself. I'm gonna vlog the whole thing, and I'll show you guys my personal experience of PlayStation experience once I come back home. Alright, guys, wish me luck there, guys. Again, let me know in the comments what PlayStation titles you're looking forward to, or maybe just tell me what PlayStation exclusive game you really enjoy or you come in love. Okay, I really want to know. I want to talk more about PlayStation stuff. Actually, I actually want to feature more PlayStation games. God, look at this! All these PlayStation games I haven't played. There's Battlefield. There's like, I haven't finished this Nier Automata. Haven't really finished 100% of Final Fantasy 15. Nobody wants to play Mass Effect. FIFA 17. Yeah, I play this sometimes. And Persona 5. Haven't finished this yet. Haven't even touched it yet. Haven't even began playing this. Oh god, yes, do not remind me of Metal Gear Solid 5. Yes, I know. I'm really sorry. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you guys again probably on Monday. I'll upload something this coming Monday, because I'll be in Malaysia from the 4th to the 6th. So, take care, guys. Bye-bye.